Hey everyone, it's Miss Keller. I'm going to be reading a book to you today called It's Ramadan, Curious George. So, right now, from April 23rd or 24th, I believe, to the end of May, people who are Muslim are celebrating a holiday called Ramadan. And this book, with Curious George in it, goes through what Ramadan is and some different interesting facts about Ramadan. So, let's read. A special month. George can't wait for tomorrow, when the month of Ramadan will start. It's a special time of year for his friends, and George is going to take part. George and Kareem are so busy helping to cook and bake sweets. With a good little monkey joining in, soon there's a big pile of treats. Kareem is going to try fasting, a day without food or drinks. George is curious. Can Kareem do it? He'll need some help, George thinks. Day of fasting. George is asleep in his bed when Kareem's alarm starts to beep. Kareem wakes up for an early meal, though the sun is still fast asleep. Later, when it's lunchtime, Kareem reaches for a special piece of bread. Wait! No food until sundown! George keeps him busy instead, so they play a game together. What is that sound George is hearing? It's a rumbling from Kareem's tummy. George drags him away from the kitchen. Whatever is cooking smells yummy. Waiting for sunset. Everyone gathers together as the sun begins to set. The minutes tick by slowly. It still isn't dark enough yet. Finally, it's time to break fast. Kareem snacks on a sweet date. Then he takes a big gulp of milk as George loads more treats on his plate. I did it, George! Cheers Kareem. George nods. He's glad to be there. The room is filled with happiness and the peaceful sounds of prayer. It's dinner time. Now it is time to eat dinner. The spread on the table looks great, with something special for everyone. This meal was well worth the wait. Look at all the great choices: kebabs, curry, veggies, and rice. George spots a big pizza and takes a hot, cheesy slice. Now that the meal is over, the best treat has been saved for last: chocolate dipped bananas to celebrate Kareem's first fast. Sharing with others. Kareem invites George to the mosque. They gather to do a good deed. Together, they make food baskets to share with others in need. Wow, look at George join the action. He knows how to lend a hand. And when he spies a shelf full of shoes, George comes up with a plan. So here's George. He's being a little bit silly. He's playing around with the cans. No, George, the Imam says with a laugh. Those shoes belong to us here. But you gave me a great idea. We'll add a clothes drive next year. He's trying to give the shoes out to some of the kids, and he says, no, no, those are our shoes. Don't give those away. But maybe next year we can do a clothes drive for people in need. Spotting the moon. Ramadan is almost over. The special month will end soon. George and the man search the sky to catch a glimpse of the moon. There it is. George points. He found it. A thin crescent shining bright. Tomorrow is the Eid festival, but the celebration will start tonight. Gives George a gift. New clothes for Eid, he says. It's a fancy vest for George, and for the man, a yellow fez. So Kareem gave him new clothes, and then there is the crescent moon. An Eid celebration. Happy Eid! The holiday is here. The mosque is busy and loud. Everyone is dressed in their finest. What a good looking crowd! George greets Kareem with a hug and spends the day with his friend. After hours of feasting and fun, they are sad Eid has to end. But soon it's time to go home as the moon returns to the skies. George thinks of his first Ramadan and smiles as he closes his eyes. So at the end of Ramadan, they celebrate Eid and they have big celebrations with their families and lots of feast. It's a really exciting time. The end.